Hey, it struck me!
Shoot, shoot, shoot! She's armed, beautiful, and she'll do anything you tell her.
What? Take a shower? Not in your lifetime.
Well, almost anything. Lifeline, where words shoot speak louder than actions.
Rated M for mature.
Bully Ray! You got 1 week to come up with a vanity set of balls to get in the ring with me!
Over 30 missions, 50 authentic points. Rated T for teen.
The Secret of Monkey Island, a game so big only the Sega's CD could hold it. You are Guybrush Threepwood, would-be pirate. Something's afoot on these islands, and it's up to you to find out what's what. A graphic adventure game has never been so easy. Using the award-winning SCUM system, walking, talking, taking
Hello.
is as simple as pointing the cursor and pressing
Claybones, Shilrai, Rays, Marcus.
offers adventure gamers a new kind of storytelling.
Yeah, book is done according to that little announcement up there.
Complex conversations and side-splitting humor. Available.
And I'm going to be treating this as like a week-long announcement, so you're going to be hearing me talk about it a lot all the time.
For Sega Genesis CD games.
I'll also be, you know, I may just even fucking live read the book once it's out. Why not? I don't know. I've got ideas. I've got a Patreon page now for people who don't subscribe. That way people who don't watch Twitch can still subscribe to the book. My routine. Whenever I wake up, I drink some coffee and I sit my ass down and I write as much as I can before I have to do other things. And then I usually polish it off later after I've done those things. And, you know, just write up to at least 1,000 words unless I'm just possessed. If I'm possessed, it could be anywhere from like 1,500 to 4,000 words at one time. On a couple of occasions, I wrote like 4,000 words in a day. But it's just my morning ritual. I drink my coffee, I write. Shilrai is back to writing. He's done he's on his 17th chapter. Very well done. How's it going, Sugars?
That sure was some nightmare.
nightmare.
And I was thinking about it, and I'd been really thinking about it, like different ways to publish. And Dana, you blame Dana for this. Actually, I'm actually really happy that he contacted me. He was like, "Why don't you try Royal Road?" And I was like, "What's Royal Road?" And I looked at it, and the numbers are insane in Royal Road. It's obviously where people go to read, because there's no real, like, you can publish pretty much anything as long as it's in a book format and doesn't, you know, have anything. It's obviously not some kind of like psycho manifesto or something. You can publish pretty much anything. There's a lot of creative freedom. Shadrock!
We did some work. He wants to build a surfboard. Hope you paid for
Shadrock! Thank you for the raid! That is a lot of emotes. Welcome in, Shadrock. Welcome in. That's a lot of raiders. We were just talking about my debut book. I wrote a book. I've been writing a book since November. I finished it by mid-December. It only took me a month to write. And then I let it sit for a while and started writing another second novel, which split into 2 different books. And I realized that. So I'm starting that one pretty much over. So I went from 53,000 words into 3,000 words in, but it feels a lot more cohesive. It feels like something may happen. It feels a little more like a more primal, like jungle Tarzan style story out of nowhere, because they're like the main characters are thrust into this fucking untamable hellscape, and they can't understand each other. They're 2 people from 2 different cultures entirely, with 2 different languages. And they're trying to work together and communicate. That's my second book right now, what I'm writing so far. Hilderica, The Tale of the Wilds, is done. It's a finished book. I line edited, I proofread, I had it proofread. I'm still having it proofread, but I'm getting no objections. How's it going, Shadrock? How was your game tonight? Anyway, I wrote the book, and I had 3 options to publish it. 1, go through the traditional channels and try to get an agent and try to get a publisher and get 15% of any profits and have it be, and have copies of it collect dust in Walmart. I could have just straight up put up the money and just published it indie and just started like just printing books that way and then mailing them, which sounded impractical and shit. And then I learned about Royal Road, which is apparently massive. It's massive. It has shitloads of people reading. It has shitloads of readers in it. It seems to be where anybody who reads books goes. Have I considered requesting or sending a copy to Mr. Sark? Mr. Sark is just as capable of going to Royal Road as everyone else. I'm sure Mr. Sark would be really pleased with it. Maybe. If he's into sword and sorcery, he'll like it. It's a sword and sorcery novel. There are 2 main characters and a nice handful of supporting characters. The 2 main characters are Hilderica, a sky-clad barbarian from an eastern land, an eastern mountainous snowy land at the far edge of the untamable wilds. She and her people are fucking full-blown, like, they believe very firmly that everything is given to them before they're born. Everything. Everything they need to survive is provided in the womb. And this has been proven by the fact that they are like idealized pre-fall humans. They don't even need clothes, and they don't wear them. None of them wear them. On the western half of the continent of Curitania is the Curitanian nation itself, which is just full of normal people, normal medieval people. You know, they're about as strong as you and me, right? They're prone to disease, they're prone to, you know, sexual tension, they're prone to drama, you know, they're just normal human beings. She ends up getting thrust into the civilized half of the world. And she's looking for something that no Skyclad has ever really looked for ever, and that's money. She needs money. That's kind of the first thing. And of course, being a Skyclad barbarian, the best way to make money is to kill shit. So that's kind of how the story starts. She's just kind of dealing with the local nobility in order to hunt bounties, basically. But she doesn't really know how. It's not out yet. The release date is soon, Chris. It says soon. I will be providing many more details as things come up. Right now, all I need is cover art. And I need to submit it to Royal Road. Yeah, right now it's soon. That's the basic idea. And it could be very soon. I'm not really sure how soon, but it could be very soon. It could be next week. It could be next month. It was a real joy to write. I absolutely loved writing it because the plot ended up going really cool, very fucking awesome places that I wanted it to go. And it made it, and I made it work. It all fits. It all feels lived in and real. Where's all the money? Yeah, she's looking for money, which is very unusual for her people. And because her people are so incredibly powerful physically, the nobility of Curitania finds her hunt for money very concerning. They're very concerned about this. Because, one, it never happens. Skyclad rarely show up anyway. But also because it's such an anomalous thing, they're a little suspicious of it. They're like, why? Like, what is she doing? Are they planning something? You know, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. That's all I'm gonna give away. She also, no, there's one other thing. There's a second main character, a normal Curitanian human knight named Jim, Sir Jim, who is basically this local, he's like a former city cop who ended up in the country and is just kind of settled down and trying to just live daily life under a lord he doesn't really have any respect for. And he ends up becoming a very major character too, if not just as major as Hilderica. Yeah, it's Sir Jim. He even has a mustache. He even has a mustache with a little bit of gray in it. There may have been a little bit of inspiration there. You'd be suspicious of a naked muscle mommy killing for high cash, exactly. She's not really... Now, what's interesting... I feel like you guys will find her an interesting character, because she's not like a typical... Even though she looks like your archetypal... She looks like your archetypal... you know, red-headed barbarian woman, like Red Sonja. You know, she's got red hair, she's got light bronze skin, she's muscular, she's got a claymore, she seems very archetypal, and I did that on purpose. I wanted it to feel like, I wanted it to feel very familiar and then do certain things with the book that made it a little less extremely familiar. She's not like, she's not perpetually pissed off, for example. She's actually pretty friendly. She doesn't really, like, look down on really anybody, male or female. She doesn't really do that shit the way characters like Red Sonja could, right? She doesn't do that. She doesn't care about taking control of a situation because she's already confident enough to not worry about taking control of anything. She's a force of nature and she knows it. Conan's wife? Conan would absolutely fall in love with her. I feel like Conan would fall in love with her. Like, full-blown. He's a huge romantic about chicks that could probably take him in a fight. And that goes for the books and the Milius film.
This game has not yet been rated.
Who looks like Ron Jeremy? Not. Don't insult my Hamlet decoration. Yeah, he looks like, no, Jim looks like Ron Jeremy. Nah, you'll see what he looks like. You'll see what he looks like. Anyway, let's get started. I feel like enough of you guys are here. Let's jump in. Yeah, as time goes on and I start, you know, things start fleshing out in the building the whole setup for that goes, I'll be there. And now I will say one thing. I am going to put up a Patreon, but you don't necessarily need to subscribe to it if you're a subscriber here on Cybertrucker Alpha, because every perk that you get, it's not a whole lot of perks, it's just early access to chapters. Like, if I release one chapter on Royal Road, subscribers, Patreon supporters, or Twitch subscribers, so anybody with little sunglasses already have the perk, are gonna get 2 chapters. They're gonna get the next week's chapter with it. And, you know, maybe some, like, just stuff about, like, just early draft stuff for the second book and stuff like that, right? That'll be on the Discord, so definitely, especially if you're a subscriber, the substation is where I'm gonna be posting chapters before I even post them anywhere else. So, that's pretty much gonna be a big thing. So that way I'm not charging for the book, but at the same time there's an option to support the book so I can keep writing. It's a very high budget thing, writing, but any support is appreciated. All right, I think it's time. I can't stall it. Dark Force awaits. Let's kick his ass. How's it going, Crudus?
Well done.
Sila! Sila, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for the follow. I need to do something, actually. My intro should be a little lower. Let me check something. Okay, cool. Let me replay that follow. I just need to make sure it is... Okay, good. Good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cybertrucker Alpha. I'll add the Patreon to the socials, Raise. Now, the thing is, if you're already, like I said, if you're already subscribed to Cybertrucker Alpha, the Twitch channel, you're gonna get the same exact perks as the Patreon. There aren't gonna be any real exclusive perks for the Patreon. It's just for people, it's mostly for people who don't watch Twitch. If they want to support the book, but they don't really want to watch Twitch, they can support it too, right? That's really what it is. But yeah, I sure will. What a rip! I was already pulled out. Thank you for taking off the shades, Skewer. Tonight we're playing Phantasy Star 3, speaking of red-headed waifus. Balinor, welcome in. Speaking of red-headed waifus, we're going to be playing Phantasy Star 3, probably for the last time. Probably for the last time. Okay. Oh, it's being weird. Why is it being weird? Is it plugged in good? It's plugged in good. Is this plugged in good? Oh my god. Why is it flickering like that? Let me check my stuff. Oh, I know why. Why is it doing that? It's got to stop that. What the hell is it doing? Oh my goodness. Okay. Whoa. Why is it being weird? Huh? It's still being weird. Let me try something. Okay, that's our sound. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Okay. I switch over once, and all hell breaks loose. Okay, oh. Can I... doing here? Okay, I'm gonna try this. No, it seems to be tied directly to the cable. Oh, I think it's still being weird. Oh god, I hope I didn't fuck up my cable somehow.
You are stupid.
We'd have to do something else. Yeah, it is a cable. It is a loose cable. I need to check on things. Just need to make sure it's doing okay. Okay. Is it secure? No, it's still flickering. What the... Try this real fast. Ah. Ow. That's a noise. Okay. Let's try that. I'm plugging and unplugging. It's still being weird. Oh no. Well, I think I know exactly what it is. Let me try and stabilize it a little. It's just got to be stabilized. But can I do it? Ah! Hold up, I'm doing a little emergency cable management here. What? How is it? Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, the stupid sensitive crap. Here we go, here we go. Okay, it seems to be a lot more safe, so I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. I just gotta try this. It's a lot of very tightly packed cables is the problem. Oh. Are we gonna be good, or am I gonna need new cables? Oh, is it probably because of this?
I'll get him up.
Probably because of that? Or is it because it's in close proximity with this? Is it this thing? It seems like it's okay now. Yeah, it's just an issue of reflowing. It doesn't seem to be... No, it's because it was kind of hanging. It's okay now. It's definitely doing a lot better. Yeah, it looks like it's stable. I think we're stable now. Oh, I say that. I say that. Okay. Looks like the flickering stopped. I think we're good. I think we're fixed. If I need new cables, that's fine. That's easy enough. Yeah, now it's like a little... See, now it's like a little too bright. It's being weird. The music is fine. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, looks like it's good. Yeah, soldering isn't hard, it's just you need stuff. You need stuff for it. Is usually the big issue. Wow! Yeah, it is freaking out. Oh, God. Is it really just gonna... It just turned off completely. Oh, no. Oh, God. We may have to... Yeah, it's the RPG with the carnival music. Try new port. Let me try something. Let me try something. Oh, man. It wasn't doing this when I plugged it in last. That's it, right?
It's a fucking clown! No!
Make sure it's in there real good. Unplug that. Okay.
It's a fucking wizard!
Man, as soon as it went to colors, it just went away. Okay, it definitely looks better. It's definitely a lot more stable now. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it, guys. I fixed it. I fixed it! We're good. Oh, thank goodness. I think it was just a little loose in a weird way. I just had to unplug everything and plug everything back in. Everything's fine now, thank goodness. Also, now look at my messy ass bed. Alright, we're all set. We're all set. We did it. So many weird little issues lately. So, where we were last, we are about to kill Dark Force. We are about to kill Dark Force. His days are numbered. His days are numbered, guys. All we have to do is fly over there. All we have to do is fly. Oh, Bushies. The Bush. Oh, of course. It's a fucking sneak attack. We gotta go back and we gotta go back and sleep and save. Titus. At least we got the Bushies. We got to see the Bushies one last time, guys.
Charging star!
Yeah, the end dungeon's a bit of an asshole. The end dungeon, I actually walked through the end dungeon thinking it was just another area because all the characters were nice and there were no enemies, and I thought it was like a town or something. And it wasn't a town. It was not a town at all. The Tiz. Yeah, right? Hey, John Matrix, welcome in. I know, right? Anyway, well, oh, I was talking about publishing, right? Yeah, Royal Road has a lot of people. I figured I'd just publish a chapter a week just like Robert E. Howard used to do. And just like how Edgar Rice Burroughs and Charles Dickens and all them, we went back to weekly serialized novels behind everyone's back. That's where things seem to be now. Oh, you meant to say tits. Okay, I get you. I thought you were talking about the, like, everybody likes the Bushi's butt. It was a fucking wizard. There may be a fucking wizard. Yeah, it was a fucking wizard. Primus. Luckily, we have extremely powered weapons. I think we are capable of beating this. Oh, okay. That's fair, John Matrix. That's fair. Good point. I think this is the way. Ahoy, Mustang! Welcome in. I'm gonna start now be aware, I'm gonna start plugging the book a whole lot. A whole lot. I want as many people reading it as possible. I'm gonna make you guys read. If you don't want to read, I'm also planning on recording an audio book that I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna sell the audio book. I could also just read it to chat. This is the final area. This is the final dungeon, ladies and gentlemen. You guys saw how weird it is to get to home base. She's gonna say something mean. Your death awaits you in this city of Lachute. Our death awaits us, guys. No, Skewer, I wrote an entire novel. You'd like it. I've actually been listening to Conan stories while at the gym. Instead of music, I've been listening to Conan stories. They're really good. We wanted Siren and Loon to start another war, but we needed Reese to bring Satellite back, and that's exactly what that old fool did. Yeah, these are all the evil followers of the final boss, who's Arakio's brother. Also, these characters suck ass. These enemies are shit, especially her. I'm not sure which one, but one of these will do an instant death kill. We also can't use an escape pipe here. We have to walk all the way back. Which is what got us killed last time. And the last thing we want is, every time somebody's health goes below 100, I'm gonna heal them. Gi-Res. Okay, yeah, Gi-Res is also good. Wow, her Gi-Res is very powerful. Yep, a lot of people love audiobooks. I figured what I'd do is I'd release the book, on Royal Road, basically for free, because, I mean, it'll end up on some free site anyway. If it gets any traction. And then record an audiobook that I'll sell. Instant death kill is pretty deadly. Yeah, it's not good. We don't want it. We gotta wait on this character, too. Look at Guardian. Look at how sick Guardian looks with his pompadour. The book is called Hilderica, A Tale of the Wilds, or just Hilderica. Shamelessly lifted from the character's name in Tokyo Twilight Busters. She's absolutely nothing like the character in Tokyo Twilight Busters, except maybe a little promiscuous. Just not as creepy. Just not as much of a creep about it. Dark Force brings your doom, fools! I love that Dark Force has a cult. He has a cult following. We don't want her to insta-kill anybody with res. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, John Matrix has read an excerpt. It's basically Dragon's Crown, but with less clothes. It's actually kind of funny. I was playing Dragon Crown, and it has a lot of names that I have. You fools have done everything we've wanted. I didn't realize how much. Well, I didn't realize that. It has light nobility drama. It has mostly running through the wilds and killing shit. Yeah, dragon skin. There is no... There's no special Dragon's Crown in my book. You'll see. You'll see. I can't give away too much. I guess the theme would be culture clash. Nope. But that's always been a theme in Sword and Sorcery. It's always... Sword and Sorcery is usually an outsider from a strange, brutal land trying to mingle with normies. You all should read it. I agree with that. I agree with that sentiment, John Matrix. Okay, so I do have a game plan with this. I have a plan in place that I wanted to do last stream, but I thought, nah, fuck it, I'm tired. This is hard. It's very demoralizing. God, I forgot about the forest. God. It's relentless. Uh-oh, Laya's not doing well. Yeah, I got lost on the way out. Well, I got lost on the way out, but it was so fucked that it wouldn't have mattered. Even if I wasn't lost, I wasn't gonna make it. We were dead. Oh, okay, Lasorda. Well, I'm glad the stakes are low. Oh, an ambush. It's really fucking me with the ambushes. It's really... They only have one Meseta. They look that noble and they have one Meseta. Man, the cable thing's scaring me a little bit. I'm glad it was just loose on the console. I did have to move the console a little to get my PS3 over here so I could play Dragon's Crown. That's probably what loosened it. Chris is not doing well. Alright. I'm healing every other turn. Which is always a very good sign that things are going well. I'm healing every fight. This is why I called this episode Attrition War. I knew what I was getting into. Speaking of attrition, but a very good feeling kind of attrition. I bought Haunted Lands. It had been on my wish list a while. And sure enough, Baka immediately started playing. I knew he would. I knew it was a game he'd be interested in too. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, he's gonna love this. He's gonna go for it. It is so fun. And I am so pissed at Steam reviewer normies trying to nerf its difficulty because its difficulty is solid as fuck. It feels so good getting completely overwhelmed and getting screwed over and then coming back and knowing where everything is and just wiping it out. It's so sick. Uh-oh, is this that wrong route I took before? No, it's not. There's a wrong route, and I took it, and it's on the way back. We have to go back. Because there's no way I'm gonna beat the game without going back and saving. It is very good. Right, Cloak. It's very good. I'm playing, and you know, of course I had to be the veteran. I had to be the veteran who's like the worst character. He doesn't have a lot of saving graces with it, like, to make up for his weaknesses the way other characters do, and it hurts. But at the same time, it's a good kind of hurt. That finger waggle's pretty lethal, JB. That finger waggle's pretty lethal. We do not want him waggling. Those bubblegum hair. He scales the hardest with items, I believe it. I believe it. It's just so satisfying having that slug shotgun and just like, you know, firing like, knowing exactly how many shots it takes to kill something so you can reload more efficiently. It just feels so good to play. I don't even want to play the Sorceress. If I'm gonna switch to any character, it'll be the Ranger when I unlock the Ranger, because she's like a faster veteran. Oh, thank you, Brutus. Yeah, let's see. I might. Definitely not making a wrong turn now. We got ambushed right at the boss. That's fucked. That's fucked. Look at how fucking hard this guy hits. Look how hard we hit. Get wrecked. Okay, technique. Technique, let's give him another G-Res. Let's get them all healed up. Because we gotta fight this asshole first. Rulakir. My heart went black 1,000 years ago when my family died in the Laya Orakio War. Dark Force owns my soul, and he shall own yours. Rulakir. Okay, the music is already doing hero music, which is an amazingly good sign. If we could just kill this guy with minimal heals, we may just go for it. We may just go for it. no, he's using oh god. Okay. Okay. Magic. We need Mew to use Gi-Rez. And we need Kara to use... I think Kara. No. We need Laya to use Gi-Rez. Okay, go. Hopefully he doesn't take his turn first. He might. Okay, good. Good, that's what we need. Yes! Look at that. Look at that, Mew could have died instantly. Okay, same deal. Gi-Rez. Mew. Gi-Rez. Go. And we did it. We did it. We didn't beat the game. No, I did not. Rulakir is dead. Finally, he is at peace. But we are going to go back now. We're just going to walk back. I completely forgot, and that is pretty bad that I forgot. But that's okay, because we're going to walk back, because I feel like this is going to be the last time. The pilot for Elisa 3. You just know the devs were like, we need the game to be longer, so cut the walk speed. Yeah. I mean, that's been the case for every Phantasy Star. No, but everybody takes their time getting where they're going. It made Phantasy Star 2 even more torturous. I did not like Phantasy Star 2. Rulakir Smurf. He smurfed his finger at us. Now we have to walk all the way back because I can't use an escape pipe. Look at that. Oh, shit. I went to the menu and it took me into a fight. We seem to have enough MP to get back. If I don't take the wrong turn, which is possible. Alright, let me check something. What am I checking? What am I checking? What was I looking at? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna show you guys the... Yeah, we can't use escape pipes. I wanted to try to use an escape pipe to see if I was wrong. You can send me the map if I need it. I'll look around. We'll have to take the long walk every time. We'll start from the lowest point and work our way up. PS4, like, I am a patient player, or at least I used to be. I wasn't very patient with Ultimate 3. I should have been more patient with Ultimate 3. I just knew... What made me not want to play anymore was the fact that there were endgame enemies in first level dungeons. No matter where you went, you would find endgame enemies there at random. And that, to me, was just very fucking poor design. That was just very bad design. And it was design that did not happen in Ultima 1. I don't know why they made it happen in Ultima 3. Because in Ultima 1, enemy levels were and enemy types were based on how deep you were in the dungeon. I really don't know. I don't think it was constant overall, or it may have been a constant overall ports, because Rig loved both versions. It may have been an NES thing. If it was, then that was like really shit on Pony Canyon's part. It was very painful. It was very painful to deal with. I didn't like it. And it was like, if there were in-game enemies and a way to run from battle, I would have been fine with that. That would have made up for it instantly, right? Because I could just run from those. Oh, those are the ones I'm supposed to run from. You couldn't run from fights. They cut out the run mechanic. They potentially... Yeah, that made it real shit. And what that meant was hours and hours of grinding in the field. Also, MP didn't gradually replenish while you were in a dungeon unless you were outside of battle. MP would actually replenish out in the field in battle, which made the game very manageable. If I do go back to it, I'll try the Towns version. I could. I haven't trashed it, but I definitely... the NES version definitely irked the shit out of me when I found out what I had to do. And basically what I had to do is what Bill Bull had to do. Bill Bull had to do this, and that would be to make a bunch of characters and take their money and get like infinite money using that exploit, and probably buying tents every fight. Yeah, Ultimate 3's on the revenge list. I'll try the Towns version to see how it's different. Okay. Which way? Right or left? Right or left, Max? I'm going right. Right and up? Alright then. My instinct was correct. I'll assume you're not trolling, Crudus. Left or right, Max? How fucking insane was it that the fucking official theatrical movie about fucking Goofy ended up being this, like, hard-ass family drama about a dad trying to get in touch with his rebellious son? Like... a widowed dad trying to get in touch with his rebellious son. Thinking back on that, that was absolutely insane. Oh, there are sands. Sands of time to avoid enemies for a bit. Oh, so that was how you could avoid enemies. I didn't even think of that. He didn't kill his wife. Did Goofy kill his wife? Did Goofy kill his wife? Was it really a Silent Goof 2 situation? I know, that would just be wild. That'd be pretty goofy if he killed his wife. I'm sorry, hon. Silent Goof 2. What the heck are y'all? What in tarnation are y'all doing eating pizza? It would be so good. Joker. I'll fucking do it again. I think this is the way. And we seem to be getting along pretty comfortably, which is good. It's very good. Gosh. There was a hole here. It's gone now. You'd have to go to the... Yeah, they would have to include the lakes. Yeah, they'd have to include the amusement park where he has, like, this goofy... this insane roller coaster sequence. No! I just... I want somebody here to upload a YouTube video of the cutscene where Heather Mason gets hit by the roller coaster and it going, oh! Somebody needs to do that right now. Non-negotiable. Actually, I need to make that a sound. Oh, we're out. Good. Alright, phase 1 of the master plan to kill the final boss is complete. Well, it will be. Now we just have to go back to Snow Planet and save. And I'm pretty sure Snow Planet is this way. We're gonna have to sell all our escape pipes because they are no longer necessary. We could get sucker punched. These little shits. The boss music changing into victory, preemptive victory music was pretty cinematic, by the way. That was awesome. You know, when you're hearing upbeat, happy music in a semi-final boss, you're doing pretty good. I want to see a goofy version of Joker. Not Joker 2. Nobody has to ever watch Joker 2. But I want to see a goofy version of Joker. Where he can't help but yuck. Because of his you know, like, it'd be great. Oh god, Zordon, you got scammed. I hope you didn't watch it. I hope you didn't pay to see it. Because you could probably sue WB for damages. You could probably sue Warner Brothers for damages. Good. I'm glad you didn't get scammed. I'm sorry you got your time scammed out of you, though. I'm so sorry. I got my time scanned out, and I fucking fast forward, and I was like just skipping through it. Appallingly poor film. Amazingly bad. 4 locations for a $200 million movie. The movie had the budget of a big budget Marvel flick. And I have no idea where it went. It feels like laundering. Like, it's so surreal to me that movie cost what it did. Because it did not reflect in the final product. That had to be a laundering scheme. The movie had to be a scam. Like, that's the only way I could really describe it. Joker 1 was good. I liked Joker 1. I liked that it was this horrifying, like, dark inversion of the hero's journey where you had this very, very mentally ill man trying to get by in life, trying to make it. And finding his calling basically in a big falling down situation. And, you know, oh shit, it was like the beginning of this horrifying, like, crime legacy or saga going on. It had a lot of good build-up to be a really interesting thing. Where a very, like, basically just falling down guy who had enough ends up becoming a crime lord. And that would have been excellent. That's obviously where it was leading. Even though he didn't intend for a sequel, that was obviously the implication. It's just what he tried to do after was just so cheap and awful. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not even considered a supervillain film. It is called a courtroom drama jukebox musical on Wikipedia. Okay, we sell everything that isn't a Trimate. We may keep the Moon Dew. We'll keep the Moon Dew. We are going to fill everyone's coffers with Trimates. We have the money. Look how much Trimates are. They're full healers. Okay. Yes. So, let's try selling new stuff. Yeah, we bought all these escape pipes. We don't even need them. We don't even need the escape pipes anymore. If we have to fight the brother again, we can. He's not really that hard. The major issue is the road. It's not so much the boss. The boss was pretty easy. It reads like it seems like a movie that would fuck with, You're not wrong. You're not wrong, John, but but yeah, I feel like the Joker would direct something like that because he'd think it would be funny that people had to pay to watch it. I'm not a big fan of subversive fiction, though. I don't really like subversive stuff. I feel like it can be done very well, but there has to be a certain level of equivalent exchange when you're subverting something. And I don't think it was a good exchange. We'll put it that way. I thought it was a very poor exchange. In the sense of, it's the kind of movie the Joker would make. It kind of like, you know what else seemed like something the Joker would do? Make a speech about cows in his award acceptance. I know he was being dead serious, but God, it was so funny. Okay, Ren is also gonna get millions of Trimates. He's gonna get the most. He has the different parts, but he definitely has room for Trimates. Because once we run out of MP, and we just may, especially in the final boss, I don't know how strong the final boss is. We have to get to the final boss also, and he may not be easy. We're gonna have to go all out with everything we have. Oh god, that's another scam. Matrix 4 is definitely another scam. Matrix 4, it's another movie that I skipped through. The big thing about Matrix 4 that cannot be defended by anyone ever is they did not hire the same fight choreographer as the first films. And I am a Matrix sequel apologist. I am not ashamed of that. I liked The Matrix Reloaded, and I liked Matrix Revolutions. I liked those movies. I thought they were awesome. I didn't think they were as good as the first movie because I never expected anything to be as strong as the first movie. But I did like them. Yeah, even if you don't like them, they have really cool moments, like the fucking crazy mech shit. I love the mechs, the insane mechs where they were like completely exposed, but you know, they probably had to breathe, and they didn't like being contained and shit, so I guess that thematically made sense. And there were just all these really hard-ass moments, like that one dude, Roland. Roland was fucking awesome, and he was only in the sequels. I'll always remember him just like fucking like going guns blazing while the Sentinels are like cutting his face up. It was so sick. Has a lot of cool, out-of-control moments, both of them do. They definitely have their problems also, though. That's the thing that Matrix 1 never had, was problems. It was so tightly designed, it was so good. It was never gonna compete with the sequels were never gonna compete. But like... Alright. But like... So, this is coming from a guy who liked all 3 Matrix movies. Matrix 4 was absolute fucking shit. It was such trash. It was so bad that people who were trying to like the movie were saying that it was bad on purpose. That was the defense. The defense was that it was bad on purpose and a big fuck you to the studio. The thing is, while the studio was getting fucked, it was still taking it out on the audience. Yeah, you would probably only enjoy The Matrix 4 if you directed The Matrix 4. And you'd probably enjoy the headlines talking about how Warner Brothers lost a shitload of money more than the actual movie. What do we have? Let's do an item check. Trimate. Okay, so we have how many Trimates? 10. We have 10. 15. Oh, I'll just start, yeah, 20. 25. 30, 34, 35, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42. We have 42 Trimates. We have 42 Trimates. If there are anything in any chests, I can't give a shit. Because I value the Trimates more. I don't know if there are any chests in this second dungeon. This is how paranoid I am about the dungeon, by the way. Look at how paranoid I am about this dungeon. Look at how paranoid. Ugh. Matrix 4 was clearly a movie made in protest, Helvetica. The thing was basically, this is regurgitated shit and we know it is. Yeah, see, that kind of... See... I feel like if you're gonna make something subversive like that, don't try to make it shit. Try to make it interesting. Try to make it interesting in, like, another kind of sense, right? Don't just make a shit movie and say, here's your shit movie that the studio made us make, there you go. They could have done something very interesting with the idea of rebooting the Matrix, right? And bringing it back. They could have been very interesting about it, but instead they took a very petty, passive-aggressive route. The Matrix regurgitations. Oh, God. Yeah, see, it was just too meta. It was too self-aware. Too much winking at the camera, and that made it seem very insincere. It was a very insincere film. And that lack of sincerity, when you're making a movie, you have to make it sincere. There are 4 chests? Yeah, I figured there'd be chests. I figured there'd be some kind of bonus chest. It looked like the kind of place. It looked like the kind of place that'll, like, bait me with chests. There's gonna be, like, a monomate in a chest in, like, some corner after I feel like I'm making progress. And then there's just a fucking monomate sitting there. I'm like, monomate. Yeah, they could have done something interesting and sincere with it. The sounds are too quiet. It's, you know what it is? It's the game audio being too loud. And I think I know why. Yeah, the game audio was too loud. The sound should go back to being, yeah, there we go. Now the sound should sound pretty good. Also, I had to shorten Flash. I was actually getting DMCA flags, not takedowns or anything like that, but on YouTube it was actually blocking Russians from being able to watch my VODs. So now it's just that. Should be louder now. It's still it's the same volume, but it should feel louder. Yeah. Over that, and it's like not even close to 3 seconds of audio. There's a 3-second rule with playing copyrighted music, and that's if you're only playing 3 seconds of it or less, then it won't get flagged. And most of the time that's true. Right? For example, here is what I mean. Here's like a little small, no seconds. Yeah, it's just one single word. I know, Lasorda, it's insane. But, like, I could play this, and this didn't get flagged, right? This didn't get flagged on this channel. It's Peter Gabriel chair. That's the Peter Gabriel chair. Which could be an emote. Could be an emote. I need more subs, though. Oh, shit. I got ambushed. Although 77 sub points is fucking incredible. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have that. It's so good. That whole video is fucking awesome. I watched Steam recently. What amazes me is the big Peter Gabriel CG head looking kind of like a source. It looks kind of like a source model, which makes it even more which makes it even more amazing to me, right? It feels like a fucking Nostradamus music video. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Here, I'll mute it. I'll mute it so I don't get flagged. But, like, it's called Steam. And it's got this like, early source engine looking ass face. It's got this, like, source filmmaker looking ass shit post face. And it's called Steam, and it came out in 93. He was a prophet. Peter Gabriel is a meme prophet. Peter Gabriel's so fucking cool. But, like, I love those. That and Sledgehammer are just god tier. They're just god tier music videos. Alright. Evidently, I learned this pretty recently, that critics didn't like Sledgehammer or the video. And the video is amazing. It was an Aardman video. Aardman's stop motion team did the video, and it's incredible. But apparently critics didn't like the song because it was about sex. So in response, Peter Gabriel records Steam, which is even more blatantly about sex. Which is funny as shit considering what's critically acclaimed today. Considering what's critically acclaimed today is music now. Like, music is primarily about fucking these days. I never listen to Critics Zordon. I only listen to critics if I need something to laugh at. My taste is literally better than any critics. Especially these days, because critics, like journalists, like online journalists, have just given up. They're just making fake AI faces, like AI-generated names, and releasing AI-generated reviews. I think the latest journalistic fuck-up when it comes to video games lately was, what was it? Reanimal. Midnight and I played Reanimal. We could barely run it, but we played it. Unreal 5 nonsense. And it's amazing. Reanimal was amazing. If you like that Little Nightmares horror stuff, it's really good, and I feel like it hit a lot harder. It was a lot less restrained. It seemed to have a lot of war themes. The plot was way darker. It was basically gloves are off. This isn't just, you know, kids horror. This is actual something to say, which I thought was really good. This reviewer for Kotaku said it was watered down Little Nightmares, and then later admitted that she was listening to a podcast while playing it. I could show you an example, Helvetica. Let's look at CBR. Let's look at CBR. I can give you one. No, not 2010's anime. Classic show? No. Let me see. God, they have a lot of unwatchable... they have a lot of unwatchable today. How many fucking anime series that are unwatchable today that do you need CBR.com? I think it might be this. No. No, it's not this one. One of them was recent. Oh. This might be it. Unless they did it again. They may have done a different one. Wait, what date was this? They've done this before. This was 2025. I'm talking about, like, recently. Anytime past month. Let's see here. Not isekai. No, not that. It's not 90s. Nobody remembers. Oh, they may have taken it down. I bet I could find it, though. This definitely isn't one. Kite is... Oh my god. Yeah, these are just pure rage bait articles, right? They're just pure rage bait articles. And of course I have ad block on, so let's see what it looks like. See what it looks like without ad block. If it shows porn, then it's on CBR. Well, you can already see like the ad blocks, they're blank. The ad blocks are blank. But CBR's fucked, guys. CBR is turbo fucked.
A huge mistake.
Holy shit, if their ad blocks are blank. This might not be AI, but I'm gonna try it. Because I know one of them that I read, it was a recent article, and it said that Hokuto no Ken, This is North Star, was unwatchable. But it would write things in ways that seemed very suspicious. Like, the violence gets kind of repetitive, which may be tiring to some. Like, it was so blatant. CBR is comic book resource. It's just one of those clickbaity journalist sites. Evidently, it's one of the lower example, but I thought it was funny. It's an entertainment media site. It's shit. Oh my god, what is my... It's because I turned off ad block for this. Okay. Alright, let's see if... Let's paste it. Rurouni Kenshin, 90s anime. Yeah, let's see. I call it a hunch. Wait a minute, let me make sure it's not gonna force me to sign in. How's it going, David Alexander? Jesus Christ, yeah, I made a huge mistake not, like, turning off ad block for this. It is freaking out. I'm gonna close this tab. I think this tab is slowing down the whole browser. Holy shit. It slowed down the whole browser. We need 5 teenagers with attitude. Let's see here. It's just not fucking working. It's just not working. Ugh. Here, I'll do this. Hokuto no Ken. Anytime past 24 hours? Past week.
Yo,
Wait a minute.
she-bitch.
Hokuto no...
Let's go.
Let me try this. Maybe it'll actually work.
Because I have nothing else to do. What am I gonna do? That's what I do.
Maybe this... Well, wouldn't be...
That's a penis.
Nah, fuck it. Fuck it. It's decided not to work. I'll make it up to you. Yeah, there was a Rurouni Kenshin scandal. I don't think it has anything to do with the manga itself. I don't fault anybody for reading a book and separating art from artists, but yeah, he got caught in a pretty bad way. Let's just say I have no respect for the author of Rurouni Kenshin. But I don't think that should disqualify the story itself. That's where death of the author comes into play. I think the story itself is still good, regardless of the lack of merit of the author. You can look up at that scandal. It's not good. Still a good story, I agree. I got nothing else to do! Sorry, my browser decided to take a huge shit because of the ads. Turning off ad block on any of those sites is gonna be a disaster. And the ad spaces were blank. Oh. I feel that's the case with a lot of things. Like, for example, like, I'll probably still watch Seven even though, what's his name, Kevin Spacey's in it. Right, like, just stuff like that. Probably wouldn't watch the Cosby Mysteries. That one may be an exception. But I wasn't really gonna watch it anyway, but, you know, there are exceptions. Oh, Baby Driver's not bad. I thought it was okay. I will give you this hot take. I actually liked Edgar Wright's Running Man better. I actually liked Edgar Wright's Running Man because it wasn't closer in tone. The tone of the book was very grim, and neither movie had captured the grim side of Running Man. But it was a very accurate adaptation of the book besides that, except for the very end where things, you know, they kind of did a reverse mist. Yeah, we're just fighting dudes now, Avengers. We're trying to, we're trekking to the final boss. Yeah, Freedom. Yeah, he didn't do anything good. Yeah, the author of Rurouni Tenchin did nothing good. Yes, there is another Running Man. Edgar Wright, the director of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and Baby Driver, directed it. And it's way more loosely based on the Stephen King book than the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie was. It's not as good as the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I don't think anything, like I don't think it ever would be. But what's cool is that instead of trying to remake the Schwarzenegger movie, he just decided to adapt the book directly, which I thought was very respectful. I thought that was a very respectful way to do it. That way you could still... In fact, I'm pretty sure there's an Easter egg where Arnold is like... Arnold's face is on, like, the currency there. There's like a very subtle Arnold cameo. No, that's the thing. That's the thing. It has a very different kind of boss situation. In the original book, there was only one big guy. What it was, like, the rules were very different from the Running Man movie, right? It didn't have Dynamo, and it couldn't, because of the way it's written. The Running Man movie was a game show where you were in, like, a big game show series of stages, right? It was almost built like a video game with bosses and shit. And, like, he never really left that while he was in the game. In the original Running Man book and in the movie itself, it is a cross-country thing. You are let out into the world. You have 24 hours before it is legal for anyone to hunt you down and kill you. Or get the cops to do it. Yeah, nothing beats Dynamo. So, and as the game goes on, they send in a hitman, a professional hitman, to try and take you down. And in the book, he was a very unassuming guy. He was just he looked kind of like Tom Clancy. Like, he looked kind of like Tom Clancy the way he was described. That's who I imagined. And here's Tom Clancy. Here was the bad guy in... Like, imagine a slightly younger version of Tom Clancy, and that's the that's like the antagonist that the main character had to fight. That was the bad guy. And he was very dangerous. He was a very awesome character. He was like a very mean motherfucker. In the new movie, they take that concept, but they make it a hit squad of like 5 guys. They make it a hit squad of like 5 dudes, and they're like just this crack team, like fucking... They're like super like Navy SEAL hard asses, which is also cool because they're like really organized operators, but it's nothing like the over-the-top characters in the Running Man Schwarzenegger film. It's nothing like the Schwarzenegger film. And that's by design. It didn't try to be that. It decided to be the Stephen King book instead, which was good. Alright, yeah, I do it. Okay, let's start from the bottom. I'm not worried about any chests. We'll start from the bottom and work our way up. This is where shit's gonna get nasty. That's a fucking wizard. Good.
We're gonna see a wizard!
Oh yeah, no one in our party can carry any more items. We're just gonna turn every quarter we see and hope for the best. Wizard! It's a fucking wizard! I got whizzed on! I think this is the one that can insta-kill us, but I'm not sure. There is an insta-kill enemy that we have to be very careful about. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna brute force it like this. No! There's a turn here. Let's keep going right. I'm looking very closely. Ben Richards, yeah. So I'd say it was good. It ended up not doing well in the box office. People didn't know anything or care about the book, which is fine. Okay, so these are definitely dead ends. Oh, I think it may be her. Oh, we got Grodd. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I want to save as much MP as possible. I'll just have Mew do the healing for now. Actually, I should have, like, min-maxed my res and G-res and stuff. That's fine, though. Yeah, basically, we went from Tom Clancy to Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Yeah, exactly, August. And it was really good. It was really climactic. It just ended up being a better movie than I could have expected. Especially considering I've read the... If you've read the book, you'd be like, oh yeah, this is basically the book. Like, you start liking it more because of that. People are tired of remakes. I agree with that, Mustang. And two, movies are generally not good. Good movies are hard to find and are rare exceptions now, instead of being a lot more even than they were before. Like, they used to be a lot more even than this. I remember seeing a movie and thinking, that was pretty good. Now there's not a that was pretty good movie. It's either an absolute shit movie, or it's a surprisingly good movie. There's no real in between like there used to be. And if there is, it's rare. You know, it's still rare. And yeah, people are done with remakes, I feel. People want new shit. The committees have to learn that people want new, creative, risky stuff. They want new and creative, risky stuff. Because even though it's not going to look pretty on a quarterly projection, it is going to make money if it works. Because the sad truth of the matter is, entertainment is gambling. You are staking everything. Oh god, it seemed like the right way until it wasn't. Okay, we surprised him, good. Yeah, we can't run from fights either. I think the probability of running is way lower here. Yeah, it would be at least pretty good. Exactly, Mustang. Yeah, you have to look at you have to do a lot of market research in order to and that's a funny thing about how people buy entertainment now compared to then. Back then you bought entertainment because you had to, right? You bought entertainment because you had no other choice. These days, and I don't condone piracy or anything like that, but I'm not going to pretend it doesn't exist either, right? It of course it exists, and of course people are going to pirate, right? That's just it, you know, it's a convenience issue, right? Just like what Gabe Newell said, it's a matter of convenience, and that's kind of changed how people buy entertainment. I feel people used to buy entertainment because, like I said, they had to. They didn't want to miss out. FOMO was a big thing. These days, people don't buy for that reason. And I learned that right here on Twitch, and seeing how people support and crowdfunding in general. People now buy entertainment when they want to see more of that entertainment come out. They, instead of buying a product by itself, they're investing in a creator's work now. And that's a very different kind of landscape. You tried a mud clay mask for the first time? Feeling mud dry on your skin again since you were a child? Feral child dream? Or just watch the streams, exactly. Going to the theater 20 years ago and seeing something random and it would, yeah. Yeah, going to the movies on super cheap Tuesdays. Oh shit, you know what? I'm curious, we're here. It's gonna be a monomate, but I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my trimates. Might as well. It's a star mist. That's good, we made it to the end of something. This is gonna be scary. I think that's the one that insta-kills. If we can kill her first, we did. Okay, make sure everybody's above 100. That's my only thing, my only caveat. How's it going, Spencer? Enough! Yeah. And a part of that, Sugars, is because it's so much easier to do research. You can look up a director and see what they've made. You know, in the 80s, you weren't doing that. You could, but it would require, like, going to a library or talking to someone. We found another chest. We didn't find a boss, we didn't find any stairs, but we found another chest. Oh, that... He was in a box! It was a mimic! I forgot he did this before! Ah! We found Dark Force, guys.
What's in the box?
Oh, no! I am Dark Force, Master of Death. I thought there'd be like a big graphic or something, or stairs. Your sorrow, anger, and pain are my strength. Observe my might. Look at his face. Look at his little faces. He's got It's a big vagina with faces flanking it. Oh, observe my might and despair of life, fools. I will greatly enjoy your painful deaths. No! Oh! Alright. Well, we're just gonna have her auto Gi-Res. We're gonna have Kara auto Gi-Res until they can't anymore. Or not Kara, but... Laya. And we're gonna have everybody else just attack. Oh no. Come on. I don't want to button mash, so we're gonna do this slow. Okay, we're all good. He's got a face dick! He's got faces all over him! Oh, that was a waste.
That's a penis.
Whoa! He's gonna Gi-Res too?
Cat dicks.
Alright, I'm gonna have yeah, we're gonna have Mew Gi-Res and everybody else attack. No, we're gonna have oh shit! Or nobody Gi-Res. Fuck it. I didn't mean to do that. I guess we gotta focus on his other hand. We are chipping him down. Even with the Gi-Res. We gotta save Kara. I guess I can res Kara. We'll res Kara with, or we'll yeah, we'll do this. Laya. Res Kara. Attack. Yeah, he can't, yeah, it's not gonna survive. That hand isn't gonna survive even with Even with the Gi-Res. Yeah, it's not gonna last. We're definitely doing more damage to it than it's doing to us. Ugh! That's when we need the Gi-Res. Alright, Kara? No, Laya? Gi-Res. Everyone else attack. It's not enough. We need double Gi-Res. Especially because he's gonna Sue spam now. Oh no. Oh, we killed the left hand. Yeah, we gotta, okay, everybody Gi-Res. Mew, oh fuck! Didn't mean to do that.
I reserve my beds for seamen.
Okay, good. Kara's almost dead. Damage 533. That was a lot of damage. Alright. Laya. Gi-Res. Mew. Res Kara. As long as we get everybody well above board, we're good. Oh, Chris is doing serious damage. Chris did 505 damage with just an attack. It may be over. It may already be over. We may have over-prepared for Dark Force. We've killed him 3 times. This will be our 3rd time. Unless he's got another form. That is damage, guys. That's a lot of damage. He's very weak. He has very low defense. He's fucked. He's fucked, guys. We got him. If he's not even gonna... Good. Okay. Mew, go ahead and Gi-Res. Everybody else attack. Yeah, we got him. I think we got this. I'm not counting my chickens, but I think we got him. This is Rig's final form. I agree. This is Rig's final form. Final bald. PS1 addict, welcome in. I've been enjoying your works in progress, your arcade works in progress. They look your arcade's shaping up really well. I think, oh, unless I got my wires crossed. Give me a sec. Did I get my wires crossed? Sometimes that happens. I've been very busy and shit lately. It's been insanity. Yeah, it was you. Okay. My wires weren't as crossed as I thought. Laya, Gi-Res. Everyone else attack. Oh! Oh, Kara lives! Did not expect that first attack. We gotta save Kara. We won! We got him!
Yahoo! We won the battle, Mladino.
Left hand cast Gi-Res on him. I just face rolled it. I wanted you to burn in the sun fire! It was not to be this time, but I am patient. I'll be back in 1,000 years to try again. Dark Force disappears. The city is too evil to leave standing. Chris's anger triggered the Megiddo technique. Yeah, he went down pretty fast. He wasn't spamming his magic. He wasn't spamming. We got lucky. Whee! Look at these graphics. Megiddo is tearing the whole city apart. Hurry, we've got to get out of here. There's no time. We'll never make it. Mew used the Grant's technique automatically. The entire party was instantly teleported to a place of safety, far from the falling city. The evil city seemed to scream a hideous cry as it fell from the sky and sank deep into the lake. A free Giras or a full heal to everyone. That's pretty sick. Look at the sky. The sun is enormous. We're gonna burn up if we get much closer. The pilots had better hurry up and move us. Oh no. Lake property. Technically, yeah. It gets a little hot in the summer times, guys. Oh! Oh! We're going away from the sun now. They did it. The pilots cut it pretty close. They're sending us a message. Ren spoke. Hello, this is Aaron. Thanks for your help. He should have said incoming message, just to make it more of a machine. We are once again back on our original course. Without you, Dark Force would have prevailed. We're going toward the brightest star up ahead. We're heading for one of its planets. The third rock from the sun. Is it really? The third one out from the star. It seems perfect for us. They settled on Earth. They settled on Earth. At last, our journey is almost over. I think the implication is they settled on Earth. That's really... This game was God tier. This is a God tier game. Incoming message from the big giant head. This is my favorite Phantasy Star game. Currently, this is it.
It's so good.
This is my favorite Phantasy Star. Phantasy Star 2 was too torturous, even though it had a slightly better plot. It was such a slog to get through that it wasn't. It ultimately barely felt worth it. It was still good. But it wasn't this. It wasn't good. It wasn't this good. This was the canon ending. Nice. And there are multiple endings! This game is incredible. I wouldn't mind playing it again one day, but definitely not today. I think this is the ending we're sitting with. There are 4 endings. Yeah, one for each grandchild. Because what it is it branches out in a family tree of 4, because you have one of 2 kids, and then those kids have one of 2 kids. This game is incredibly good. I was never not having fun, guys. Even when I was frustrated at the end, that's when I want to get frustrated in an RPG, is when I'm at the end, and because I want the final boss to put up a fight, even if the final boss was kind of a wimp. This was good. This deserves absolutely no hate. It is a fucking masterpiece. This is an excellent game. I really wish this team did more RPGs, because they really have it in them to make really, really good ones. The devs all gave themselves sick poaching names. I'd give this a 9. I'd give this a 9 easily. This is an easy 9. Easy 9. Easy 9.